What's up?
Hey guys, welcome back to the program.
Ooh, whoa.
Whoa, it's Friday.
Oh, son of a it's Friday.
What am I doing on Friday? Well,
You're a moron.
McDonald's is getting a little bigger with the introduction of its newest chain, Cosmix. Company says the new chain is, quote, rooted in beverage exploration.
okay, I'm sorry, I read this story wrong. I thought it was Cause MCs.
I thought McDonald's was opening Cause MCs.
I thought McDonald's was like starting a 90s rap group, Cause MCs, you know?
Cause MCs, open your mind and see, or whatever.
Okay, so there's that joke out of the way.
Longest night I remember, fall of 85. You called me from your mother's house and you said goodbye. Crystal flute.
Oh, this is kind of exciting. A new song dropped from the Cause MCs. Oh, no, it's from, what is it called? I can't read. What does this say? Timcast. You know, he pulled an Andre 3000. He locked himself away with
A crystal flute.
and he recorded this. So congratulations to that guy. It's one of the better AI-generated songs that I've heard so far. Oh, what's that? It's not? Okay, one more thing, guys, please, before we get into the main crap here. Before we get into the main news, because this is news.
Before we get into my lecture,
Before we get into my online lecture, I have one more thing. I wanted to give a big shout out to my good friend Joe Rogan.
I wanted to give a shout out to my best friend Joe Rogan.
He did the best title for a YouTube video. What is this? From 4 days ago. Joe Rogan, Madonna's wearing a diaper.
Madonna's wearing a diaper.
I mean, you might even say Madonna out here looking like a
Adult baby.
gonna dress you up in my
Toilets.
I think that's the best headline, and I would love to see that trending all over the internet. Literally in those words, Joe Rogan, Madonna's wearing a diaper, just front page of the New York Times.
In exclusive interview, Joe Rogan confronts Madonna about this.
Well, folks, we have our latest update on Cloud Eating Gay. She's
Never heard of her. Okay.
the plagiarist Harvard president who will retain her job because, of course, she fulfills all of the intersectional credentials. So the Harvard Crimson has now come out and suggested that she did, in fact, violate academic integrity. According to Mediaite, in an article detailing the allegations against Gay, the Crimson noted it independently reviewed the published allegations and concluded that Gay's work appeared to, quote, violate Harvard's current policies around plagiarism and academic integrity.
That's right, guys. Today we're looking at the place where I get my news. I say, what the hell's going on?
I say, what the hell's going on? What's going on in this dump,
And, we have to be fair. We have to be fair on this channel, okay? This is a debate channel, and I don't want to engage in fallaciatic kind of crap, okay? So I want to be fair to these guys. I want to give them credit for covering issues that affect normal people, okay, like me.
Like me, like my family.
But I do want to give it up to them and to conservative media for covering this issue that we as normal people are concerned about. Who's president of Harvard? When we look at the polls, okay, when the Americans, these people called the there's these people called the Americans, right? They live somewhere, I don't know where. But when they poll their asses, okay, what are your top issues? Number one issue, did the president of Harvard properly cite their PhD thesis? Then next, childcare, healthcare.
The perversity of higher education has never been at a higher pitch.
The what? The
Perverts.
of education? Oh, okay.
Frankly, I'm kind of pleased that they're keeping Cloud Eating Gay because I would prefer that they don't, again, have the fig leaf of firing the president.
Okay.
Like over at UPenn, donors can now feel assuaged that maybe their concerns have been heard.
Right.
They can't feel that way at Harvard.
Oh.
So hopefully people continue to pull their money from Harvard University and other major universities.
Yeah, this is a big dilemma for Ben Shapiro's viewers, you know what I mean? They're like, yeah, should I go to Harvard? I got accepted to Harvard. Should I go? Should I keep being 80 years old? Which one? I don't know what to do, Seems a little bit forced, this story. Oh, something with the college presidents. These colleges with 3% acceptance rates, something's up. Something's up with the... Oh no. It is a bit of a wacky arc, though, that these conservatives are taking with this story. Because they're basically saying, like, these college presidents are, like, Nazis. They're, like, defending racists. And their audience looks at that and they're like, I don't know. Should they be fired for that? And then a couple days later, they're like, look, we have improper citing of sources on academic papers from the 90s. And they're like, oh, now fire their asses. Oh, and now for a comment, we got this guy.
Give us pizza or give us death.
He goes like this with pizza. What's he got to say?
That hard of a thing. It's shocking and it was stunning. Like I spit out my coffee. I wasn't even drinking any when I saw it.
Hey, come on, Dave. Hey, enough with the comedy, man. Come on. Okay, go ahead.
Of Harvard, MIT, and UPenn, get them out. Throw them out with the trash.
Did the anti-Semitism and the magnitude of it surprise you? It stunned me.
Oh, man, that's a missed opportunity. How many views on this? 662,000 in 5 days. A missed opportunity by this Fox News host. He should have been like, so Dave, how pissed off are you about this? If you had to give this a number.
This is spectacular. This is a 9.4. It's a 9.4.
If you had to give this a number rating about how pissed off, what would you go, like 7.8? 8.2? Okay, this is the last time I'm going to talk about this goddamn viral crap. But this guy...
I'm out in Miami, ho.
What are you doing out there? He started it, okay? But I did hear this. I did want to play this from the True and On podcast about this, about this college president hearing. I thought this was interesting. Here we go.
Sort of similar to that,
right?
Which is that these people were treating it as if it were a legal hearing and not a political show trial.
Yes.
And so they were like relying on, clearly from bad legal advice, that again was approaching this as if it were a legal hearing, to kind of lean on, free speech and the Constitution, the good old Constitution of the United States, and how that was sort of the guiding light for these policies when congressional leaders were more interested in the sort of like, when did you stop beating your wife?
Exactly.
Style.
One of the all-time great questions to ask somebody.
Okay, what else you got, man?
At all of our top-level institutions.
Okay.
If you own a firearm, you need to check out Stop Box USA.
I do?
They just introduced the Stop Box Pro. This new safe, it's the most reliable, secure place for your firearm.
Oh,
the Stop Box Pro is larger.
Amazing. These things are $100.
It's a plastic box. It's $100.
I really want to see them do a reenactment with this guy, Ben Shapiro, in these ads,
He's like, hey, you burglar, put my Yu-Gi-Oh cards down. Oh, I shot myself in the penis.
Well, folks, a bunch of university presidents, top university presidents, humiliated themselves in front of Congress. So SNL decided, well, they were actually the victims. So Saturday Night Live opened this week.
Okay,
and they
never heard of
skit
it.
about this congressional hearing.
Okay.
Now, this is pretty rich territory, right? This is a rich vein to mine.
And I know comedy.
Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Then this guy does a segment about how pissed off he is at SNL because they did a sketch. I watched that whole sketch, and there's nothing surprising or really even that interesting about that sketch. But Ben Shapiro,
I'm doing a little comedy policing.
He's pissed off, I guess, that they didn't come out and just do a Daily Wire segment. Awesome. So he got that SNL sketch covered. He missed this, though. It's weird. He kind of missed this. I saw this on the Hill Rising from my news lady. You know what? I'm not even going to give this... I'm not going to give this too much oxygen, I guess you would call it. But let's just say there's a guy out there who said probably like the most anti-Semitic thing I've ever heard on social media, who met with Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the guy that Ben Shapiro supports for president. But he missed this one. Oh, weird. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Jordy Peterson is one of these Daily Wire guys. What's he been up to? Let's check this out. What is this goddamn video? Okay, here we go.
You say you are morally obligated to do remarkable things.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Okay, calm down. Calm down. We're bringing a lot of intensity. Wait, where are they? Let me see that set again. We're in a John Wick type place, but we're just being vaguely annoying. Let me look at this. 1.4 million people watch. 1.4. I don't know. Look, if you saw two guys on YouTube taking themselves this seriously, YouTube trash. That's what we are. Us people making YouTube videos, YouTube trash. I mean, I think most of you guys, if you see somebody on YouTube taking themselves this seriously, some kind of radar would go off.
Why?
The person who actually does this right is Roseanne. I watched Roseanne's Fox, whatever, what is it? Fox Nation? Fox Nation, whatever that is. I watched her comedy special, and she's saying all the same crap that Jordy Peterson tweets all day, like the exact same crap. But Roseanne is such an experienced comedian. You know, she's so good at comedy that she's like, oh, by the way, I'm also an alcoholic, a drunk driver. I'm mentally ill. You know, I'm on the internet all day. I'm losing my mind. She clearly knows she's a nut and like makes fun of herself and has a sense of humor about herself. Okay, so that's pretty boring. Who do we got next here? What's this guy's name? Mike. Okay, this is another one of these Daily Wire guys. What is this? Pornhub exposed. Whoa. So I guess he's doing this. And going like this.
They're trying to trans the straight guys. I mean,
Whoa!
That's not my words. Don't, hey,
it's
social media
okay.
companies, don't take me off for saying that.
Calm down, Mike.
That's what the senior writer at MindGeek, the guy who writes all of this porn, he is saying, we are trying to take straight guys. Our target demo is converting straight guys into trans guys.
Yeah, and you know, I think he meant convert in the marketing sense, which doesn't really make it any better.
Right.
Well, it's the same sense. And yes, there's a whole conversation to be had about the business model and capitalism.
Get it together, Mike.
When we're talking about a product that involves at a very deep level your own desires and your own identity, then when you convert people to the product, you're converting them in their desire and their identity.
Exactly. And I think they're completely motivated.
You know what? I think this guy is actually my favorite Daily Wire character. I think he's my favorite because he's almost like Chevy Chase. He kind of reminds me of Chevy Chase in like Fletch or whatever. Like I kind of love his just blatant disingenuousness. But he's doing some hard-hitting reporting here. What the hell is he talking about? Let's hear it. Let's hear a little bit more. Here we go.
Senior scriptwriter here at the biggest porn company on earth.
Never heard of it.
Saying, yeah, we're trying to convert straight guys into looking at gay porn or trans porn. We're always trying to push the boundaries. We're not even just serving the market that already exists for porn. We're trying to create new markets by creating new desires in people that they do not previously have that are certainly out of the mainstream, that are considered more deviant, and we're going to slip that content into the porn to expand the palette, I suppose, of the customer. I can't believe they're admitting this.
Mike.
I know.
Oh, man. Mikey busted somebody. They're busted. Hold on. What's this? Transgender porn has become one of the largest, most popular genres of porn among heterosexual men. Oh, man. Seems like they might not need too much convincing. What's this here from October 2012? So over a decade ago. Why are so many straight men into trans porn? Whoa, this got a crazy amount of views right here. Oh, you got those crazy views.
You have such a crazy laugh, don't you?
250,000 in one day. Wow. It's probably something important, right? A shocking update on the Bud Light boycott. Oh, yeah. Definitely something important. Definitely something very important and impactful.
Well, if you're on the right, then you know that the phrase, this is...
I said, yes, I am. Now go ahead.
Why we lose has become something of a cliche these days. Anytime anyone on our side does anything we don't like, we're bound to declare, this is why we lose, as if that person is now a symbol for America's cultural decline.
Never
and in
heard
many
of that.
cases, the this is why we lose charge can be off base, or at least overwrought and overstated.
Okay.
But not always. And so today we begin with an actual case of this is why we lose.
Okay, never heard of that.
So over the past few days, there has been, seemingly out of nowhere, a full court press by some on the right to rehabilitate Bud Light. And to convince conservatives to drop the boycott of the company. Now, we're going to go through these clips one by one so that you can hear their arguments for yourself before I explain why they're totally wrong.
Whoa!
But first, here's Dana White. Listen.
Take it back, man.
If you consider yourself a patriot, right? You're a patriot. You should be drinking gallons of Bud Light. Believe me when I tell you.
Wait. I should be boycotting Bud Light.
Gallons
He's
of
great.
Bud Light. You should have Bud Light.
This is pretty funny and moronic. So Anheuser-Busch backed up a truck of money. It sounds like this. They backed up a truck of money to this guy, you know, the UFC guy. It's like over $100 million to make Bud Light the official, whatever, terrible beer of the UFC. You drink it and then you have to
make pee-pee.
But I like that this idiot, he's like, hey man, Why aren't you standing in solidarity? Why aren't you standing in solidarity with our boycott guy who wants to make as much money as possible? Do these idiots really think that this guy's going to be like, no way, Bud Light, I'm not going to take that record amount of money for an advertising deal because you did, what did you do again? There was somebody did an Instagram. You got to be an absolute
crystal flute
to think he ain't going to take that. Thank you.
All right, goofball.
Thanks.
Are we going to end the Bud Light boycott and start giving them our money because we like their new marketing plan?
Huh? No?
That would not be us ending a boycott victoriously. That would be a retreat.
Oh, right.
It would be the very definition of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Something that the right does very often, but never as egregiously empathetic as this.
I didn't think of that
And by the way, if they gave $100 million to like some kind of D-trans fund,
right,
that would be one thing.
Okay.
But why would giving $100 million to Dana White, why would we consider that to be sufficient?
Right.
Oh, you push trans ideology, and we're mad at you for that.
All right, goofball.
But you gave $100 million to the guy who owns UFC, so therefore, it's okay.
Oh, man. This is pretty stupid and hilarious, you know? You know, Bud Light is basically like, hey, guy who runs a sporting league, whose audience is probably like the exact target who would boycott Bud Light because there's a transgender person somewhere. We'll just give you a dump truck full of money if you go out there and be like, it's awesome, you should be drinking buckets of this crap. And Dana White has been running around like, you guys, enough with this crap. Drink Bud Light, you morons. Oh my God, what a hilariously stupid story.
What? It's weird. It's weird.
But you know what's not stupid, guys?
It's a day that we love dearly, even though it's...
For one day. For one day.
Stop.
It is time to get weird.
It is time to go. Oh, the clock hits 5 and...
I'm leaving.
No more.
Well, hope you guys have an amazing weekend. You know, anything can happen.
Guys, anything can happen. Who knows?
You know, you might just be walking around and somebody comes up to you, they go,
hi,
and then they go,
Iluma.
and then they go,
I love you.
And then who knows, maybe you guys will run around the city doing
violent crime
together. Well, anyway, love you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book Oblega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you can become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people. It make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.